Hello everyone. I've moved into my room last week, so I've been at uni now for a week, and yeah, it's intense. Freshers week kind of dissolved into work about 3 days in, so I've had a great freshers week, and yeah, it's actually been much better than I thought it would be considering like all the COVID stuff. But yeah, I would give you a room tour, but it's kind of dark, and the most impressive thing about the room is actually the view, but you can't see anything. You can just see me in there, but I just want to film a little message now on Psalm 103, verse 8, and also verse 13. Um, so let me just read this and then I will get into it. The Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in love. He will not always accuse, nor will he harbour his anger forever. And then verse 13, as a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him. And I just want to talk about this passage from Psalm 103. In light of kind of like Freshers Week, I've been talking to loads of new people. Sometimes the topic of like faith or like God or politics comes up and it's all like mixed in and you've got so many different worldviews, and it's really interesting to talk to people and to learn more about their different worldviews. And often you get people who have this view of God as like a condemning, bitter, angry, disappointed figure up in heaven who kind of just disapproves of everything we do, no matter how hard we try. And actually, the Christian God is not like that. And actually, this verse, the Lord is compassionate and gracious, is evidence against that. God is not sitting up there angry and disappointed in us. Actually, there's a song that goes, "You've always loved me. You're not disappointed. You're proud of me." Because the truth is that God is not critical. He's not disappointed. He's compassionate and he's gracious, and he forgives us again and again and again and again and again. He loves us because he loves us because he loves us, which is so beautiful. And that is unique to Christianity. We have a God where it's not about what we do, it's about what he's done for us already. And the beautiful news of like the gospel of Jesus is that we don't have to fix ourselves before we come to God. In all other worldviews, like religious worldviews, you have to earn your way, your favour to God. And actually in Christianity, it's not about earning yourself, because we realise that we can never be good enough for God's holy standard, his perfect standard. The truth is that he takes us as we are, broken, messed up, confused, hurting, angry, not feeling like we're good enough, and he says, it's okay, I still love you, I accept you, you're worth it. Like that L'Oreal advert, because you're worth it, because he loves you, because he loves you, because he loves you. And it's not about your effort, it's not about what you do. That's not to say you shouldn't try and live a good life, but it's to say that you shouldn't need to put a burden on yourself, like, if I don't live up to God's standards, he'll never be pleased with me. God is not hard to please. He loves you, he looks on you, and he encourages you, and he just affirms his love for you. You're his child, you're not his servant, you're not his slave. The whole gospel is about God has done it for us, so therefore we do not have to do. It's not about doing, it's about it's done. Jesus has done it for us. As the only perfect person who ever lived, Jesus, by dying, did it for us. So we don't have to earn God's approval. We don't have to earn the right to heaven. Jesus did it all for us. And I can kind of draw on my experiences in this of trying to earn God's favour by trying to be good, or sometimes I've had like the experience like, if I'm not evangelizing people, if I'm not bringing people to Jesus, if I'm not living a good enough life, if I'm not doing my reading my Bible, if I'm not being nice to people, if I'm having negative thoughts, then God's disappointed. But then as soon as I do good things, he's then more pleased, and it's kind of a balance. And actually, I've had to really come to grips with the truth that God is not up there disappointed and critical, and his love for me doesn't change based on my effort, and he doesn't for you either. Your effort does not equal his love for you. His love is constant, and it's more than anything. He loves you because he loves you because he loves you, not because of what you've done, or what you could do, or what you will ever do. It's because you're a child of God. And this is for everyone. You are a child of God, and he loves you. I've just written down here in my notes that I used to think God didn't want anything more from me than my best effort. Like, God wants me to put my best effort in, and he doesn't expect any more than that. And actually, although God does want me to try my best, if I don't do my best, even then, he still loves me. So you see, it's even then, it's still not about my effort. It's still not about what I do. Because we can't do it enough. It's too big of a burden to be good all the time, to be moral all the time, to earn his favour. It's too much of a burden. He loves us because he loves us, because he loves us. He loves you because he loves you, because he loves you, because you're a child of God. And so if you're feeling today like you're under a burden of trying to earn God's favour, let that go and remind yourself again of what he did on the cross. He did it for you because he loves you. And you don't have to earn his favour. You don't have to earn his love. It's right there. So walk into the Father's arms, accepted and loved by him. I'm going to keep this up. I'm going to try and do... I've got some thoughts written down here in my notes. I'm going to try and do kind of more frequent videos because I have the time, contrary to popular belief. I'm not actually that busy right now, which is weird, but yeah, cool.